So what are the steps that are required to fill the Emory Goizueta MBA application? So when you are starting off your application, you need to create a login. And once you have done that, you will have the selection for the program that you want to apply to. Select that. For the 2-year MBA program, the left panel will share all the details that are required for the application form submission. When you start with the application, it will ask for a program selection and an additional program preference. So let's say the additional program preference that you put in is the 1-year full-time program. The second requirement will be the term that you want to start the program of preference. So once you have entered that, you also have to mention the reason why you're applying to an additional program. This is a purely optional thing. You don't need to fill this section. Also mention over here if you are a reapplicant. If you are a reapplicant, then you have to check this box over here. If not, then you can let it be. But if you are, then you need to add the year when you had applied previously. Go to the website to check the reapplicant requirement so that you have all the application material ready with you when you are starting with the application form. You need to add over here if you have been previously enrolled at any other program with the Emory University. So once you select that option, this is what is required on this page and any other schools that you were applying to. So once you've given this particular program information, this is almost all that is required. Then go to the next section, which is the basics. It will require your details of the contact numbers, your citizenship, anything else that you want to talk about, the languages that you know. So this is the basic information about your application. The next section of the application form is about the educational journey. In terms of the institutions, you need to add the institutions that you have graduated from at the bachelor's or the high school or your graduate level. So add the institution name, the country of this education, and then submit the transcript. So add a PDF as a single page, or if you there are multiple transcripts, then put it into a single PDF, then upload in this particular section. If you have been affiliated with any of the MBA preparation organizations, this is the section to select this particular information. Once you have done that, you can go to the test requirements. So the test requirements are the GMAT or the GRE. If you have a full-time test waiver in another video, where the test waiver application has a separate deadline. The test scores for the GMAT and the GRE, the test codes are given in this section. Ensure that you have requested the official test scores to be sent to the school using these codes for the GMAT or the GRE. You are writing the GMAT or the GRE. So if it is the GMAT, you need to give the test date, choose the specific test code to send your code. Then you need to add your verbal, the quantitative, the AWA and IR scores, as well as the percentiles for the GMAT test. If you are applying through the GRE, in that case, you need to add the test date. You need to send the scores through the ETS website, add the verbal scores as well as the percentiles that you have received. The third score that you can also add is the GMAT Focus Edition. So for the Focus Edition, again, mention the test date, total score, the verbal, the quant, and the data insight score, along with the percentiles that you have got. And then you also have the codes mentioned over here, which are going to be used for sending the actual score from the official GMAT website. Once you have added this information, you can go to the professional journey. So professional journey requires you to need to add your employers and the details of your employment, add the employer name, the demographics, the dates of employment, your compensation, your title, the designation, and the job description. If there's a reason for leaving, please give a reason for leaving as well for multiple employments. Also add the months of internship experience. If you had any internship experience, you can add the total number of months of your internship experience. In the next section, you need to add the months of full-time work experience. Both of these sections have to be filled in months and not years. Remember that both of these sections have to be filled in the number of months of the experience that you have. If you are a sponsored applicant, are you sponsored by your organization? Are you taking a time off on a sabbatical? Or if nothing is involved, then you can select no sponsorship. Also attach your resume and your LinkedIn public profile. You are applying to international schools, make sure that your LinkedIn profile is up to date and it does show your strong professional profile. The next section is if you have had any connections with the Emory family, if you have a family member who's graduated from the school or a significant other who has also been a part of the school, you can add this information in this particular section and then go to the life journey. So in terms of life journey, you add your extracurricular activities, the honors and awards, any professional certifications that you have, and any international experience that you have. International experience is very much valued at this program. We add that very specifically. What has been the type of international experience? Had it been an academic experience, professional, or volunteer? And then you can add the dates from and to and the purpose of why you had that international experience. Apart from that, you can also identify the clubs at Goizueta that you would plan to join. This information is all about your interests, activities, the honors and awards, your professional certifications, and your international exposure. Next comes the recommendation section. Two letters of recommendations are required for the Emory Goizueta application. To fill up the recommender details, you need to add their organization, add their contact information, the relationship with you, the industry that they're coming from, and then finally whether you're waiving the right to access the report or if you do not do that, and then place your signature. An email will be sent to your recommender, and they will have an application form over there where they can add the recommendation and answer the recommendation questions that the school has with respect to your application. The next section is about the essays. So the Emory Goizueta application allows three essays, out of which two are mandatory. So one is about your professional career goals, and second is about your leadership profile. Both of these essays are have a word limit of 200 words, and there is an optional essay. So in case some part of the story, or there are some gaps in your work experience, something about your choice of recommenders, or anything in the academics that you want to discuss over here. So this is a section that can be used. Again, a 200 word limits for that. The essays cannot be copy pasted. They have to be attached in a file in the application form itself. The next part is a video essay. The video essay is recorded from within the Emory Goizueta application. You need to go to the start test section. You will have 3 attempts to record the essay. Once the question pops up on the screen, that is when you will have 60 seconds to respond to the questions. And before that, you will have 30 seconds to think about your response. And post that, the response will be saved. In case you feel that this response was not the best one that you had, you can opt for a second change in question. You will have 3 opportunities at max to do that. This is the video essay part of the application. Coming next to the interview. In terms of the interview selection, these are all by invitation. So you will receive an intimation from the school itself, following which now the application is almost complete. You have the final signatures and review the application, and post which you can submit the Emory Goizueta application for the MBA program, the 2-year MBA program.